So welcome to video number 3, which is basically our wrap-up of conversational marketing. Obviously, I'll be sharing conversational marketing strategies with you throughout this video training course, but this really will set the foundation for where we're going into creating press releases that will optimize to the front pages of Google, and how to use your associates list to leverage Facebook to build a mailing list and put 2 signups a day in your business. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to do today is walk you through kind of what it looks like in real time when I come in here on a daily basis to work IBO Toolbox. One of the first things that I do is I go through to my associates list, as we'd already talked about in previous videos, and I begin to engage those people that have recently added me as associates. So in this case, very simple, send message, hi Paul. Thanks for connecting, or thanks for the ad, either way. How are you today? All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send that. Okay, then I'll go through and work this list throughout the day. I go check my conversations first and foremost, because I want to stay on top of my conversations, which take place because of my activities of welcoming people to IBO Toolbox and then engaging them when they add me as an associate. So here's a conversation right here that I've been engaged in. IBO is working fine for getting the word out and advertising, but I have other pokers in the fire and they are getting hotter. It should take my business to a new level. Okay, so Rome wasn't built in a day, obviously. Sure, I understand. So other pokers in the fire that are getting hotter in terms of marketing and ad resources is my question to him. Curious what he's up to. I want to find out what he's up to, because when I know what people are doing, it gives me the information that I need to know what I can share with them that is going to be of assistance and service to them and others. Now here's another conversation that I have going right now, and something that I'd like to share with you in regards to this. When you have people engaged in conversation and you are asking questions, limit your questions to 1 at a time. There are times where if you try to ask people too many questions too fast, it can actually overwhelm them and can keep you from getting a response at all. Maybe they're just thinking that you're poking or prying and stuff like that. But if you're carrying on your conversation in a way where it's kind of a give and take, and you're asking questions that are related to whatever it is that they are doing 1 at a time, people are always going to lead you to a place where you can share something that you have, even for sale, for example, as something that's going to be a benefit to them based on what they're already doing, if that makes sense, which it should. So let me give you an example as to what I'm talking about here in this video. We've come to the point in the conversation where the person I'm speaking with has brought up the business opportunity that they're associated with, and my last question to him was, are you getting signups for Nerium through IBO? And his reply to me was, not as of yet, but I have a few interested parties. So my reply to him in this case can be a call to action, where I have some information, or I have a strategy, or I have a resource or a product or something that is available that will help him get more signups into Nerium using IBO Toolbox. So I can say something like, would it be worth a few minutes of your time if I could, if I can show you a couple of different strategies you can use to start getting more sign-ups into Nerium using IBO Toolbox and Facebook. Okay, and the answer is going to be a yes or no, but this is where I'm going to call to action. If he says it's going to be worth a few minutes of his time, then guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to set an appointment to get with him, share some strategies with him, build that relationship with him. The other option I can do, if I want to go for a more passive approach, if I'm going to take that angle, is that I could send him maybe a pre-created video that I have, like the series I'm creating now, and continue to bring people into my system, into my autoresponders, see what I do, come into my world, learn to know, like, and trust me, and then do business with me. And that's really one of the primary fundamentals of network marketing or passive marketing online. Either way, you have to have a system that's going to build a relationship. Whether you do it belly to belly or whether you do it through video, one way or the other, you have to communicate with your audience. So here's another example of a conversation I want to share with you. This is a thread that I have going here with an associate, and I asked them, they're brand new, what type of content they would be sharing here. And they sent me a link to a lead capture page, and I told them, cool, lead capture page, how's that working for you? And they said it's going really good. So my reply to them now is, how many opt-ins per day are you averaging through that page? And the reason that I am asking that is because if they tell me that they are getting less than I am getting on a daily basis, then I have something I can share with them. Would it be worth a few minutes of your time if I could show you how to take that 20 opt-ins a day to 50 opt-ins a day? Most people are going to say yes. And you give them incredible value, you make a friend. And once you start making friends, that's when you start making sales. And this is a really simple process for people that want to engage in this. And this is also a great way for those of you that aren't afraid to go out and sell big ticket opportunities and big ticket items. This gives you a really good chance to qualify people, see where they're at, and know whether or not you're talking with someone that's an action taker. Okay, so this is a great qualifying strategy. It does take a little bit more time, but it is so worth doing in the long run for people that want to take the time to do this stuff when they're standing in the grocery line at the store, they're waiting in line somewhere, they're sitting in the doctor's office, or whatever it is they're doing. You can be on IBO Toolbox communicating with people versus playing a game on your phone or whatever it is that other people do. Make sense? So to close out video 3 here and give you a clear perspective on how all of this ties together, I want to share another handful of marketing tips and strategies for you here using this conversational marketing technique that I've been sharing with you. Now, this is what I say when people ask me, what do you do, what are you in, what are you promoting, etc. I always utilize those questions to leverage an opportunity to share something I have that is going to benefit them based on their needs, wants, or desires. So if somebody asks me what I do, I tell them I show people how to make an additional $900 to $1,800 per day that they can use to build their business online. Now, if you can't show people how to make an additional $900 to $1,800 per day, meaning you've never done that and you don't know how to do that, don't tell people you know how to do that. Okay. Another thing that you can say is I show people how to make money using the internet. If you're showing them an opportunity, you're showing them an opportunity to make money on the internet. So, I mean, always make sure that you stay within the guidelines of the truth and keep it simple and intriguing. If people ask me what I'm in, what are you promoting, I'll tell them I promote resources, or I'm in resource sharing. I connect people with resources they can use to get more traffic, leads, and sales. And my business is built around that. Okay, this is not a strategy that I would use to build an MLM-based weight loss opportunity. Okay, granted, what I'm sharing with you can be a great way to do that, and I'll talk about that in later videos as well, how you can incorporate different things if you're exclusive to whatever it is that you're doing. But, you know, I've always been the type of guy that likes to have a couple of resources available to me to share with people, because I may run into people that are already in one thing, but I have something else that would be of a benefit to them, especially in terms of what they're in. So I'm selective about what I join and who I work with because it fits into what it is that I'm doing as far as my business model is concerned. Questions that I'll also ask based on a training known as the $1 million question. Who do you know who needs to make some extra money right now? I'll ask people that. If I feel a conversation is going away from a connection with someone, I will always do whatever I can to see if there's any way that I can connect with more people through that person. And that's a great question to ask. Who do you know that needs to make some extra money right now? And when they tell me they know people, I will ask them to connect me with those people. I will ask for contact information. You know, I will ask for names. I wonder if that's somebody I know. I've been in the industry, you know, for quite some time. I mean, again, the sky is limitless as far as what you can do with this, and it's having access to these type of things that's going to help you open your thought processes to coming up with creative ways to communicate with people and integrate what you're sharing with them. and I'm going to be teaching more on these strategies in later videos, as well as the new live webinars that are going to be starting Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, so make sure that you watch your email for that. So with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up these videos for the foundation of this series on conversational marketing. I hope you found them useful. The next video will be on how to optimize your press releases for front page listings on Google, which I'm sure people are excited about. Make sure you guys share this stuff with your friends. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.